Yo. What up? Welcome in. Happy Discord Sunday. We are sold out and ready to break tonight. Two great breaks. We got Bob Ross Baseball, Prism, Prospects, Celebration, Mo City. And then for football, we got Cosmic, Optic, Prism, Dawn Russ. I mean, that is a trinity of hot megas right there. And then a Mo City to cap it off. Chat, and we got RWD's bonus box tonight as well on top of all of that. So it's going to be a ton of fun. We're giving away the pin from Bob Ross tonight. It should be a ton of fun. I got a duck race to get into before we get started tonight for the NFL break. I'll give a couple minutes so everybody can hop on in here. We'll run that race just so they can see who wins. And then I'll post it on Discord. And it'll be good to break tonight. Welcome in. We got one person in here. What up? I got the heater on down here. I'm freezing. My hands are ice. Feet are ice. Arms are ice. Storm's about to roll through. We should be fine on the internet. We usually don't have internet issues when it's storming or power. Chase, my man. Chase, how do you feel about the Pacers and Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals? I don't know if you follow the Pacers very closely, but I know you're, from the area, roughly. Pacers all the way. It should be a good series. Pacers have surprised me so far. So have the Knicks. But they didn't get the true test in the healthy Celtics. But at that point, the series, in my opinion, was already over. Hey, I've been live for a minute 46, Bill. So that put me at 6:29. I was up. Pause. No, yeah. I figured you didn't, but I didn't know if you were rooting for them in the playoffs or not. Yeah, always got to root for the hometown team when they're making a run. Man, I always run out of water right when I get ready to go live. I don't know why.
I was thinking gifting one to each. I got AT&T's bundle of 3, iPhone 16 Pro with that.
Give it just about 2 more minutes, minute more, and I'll run this duck race. Actually, I'll start setting it up right now. We got the one duck race tonight for the football break. That's the Commanders, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Giants, Cardinals. Sa, what up, Ben? Go to Jeter Downs. Put the names on the list. Bill, did you get to a place with good internet tonight, my man? Why does it always do that? I hate that. I don't copy that, but it copies everything. I think I just have my shortcuts that mapped out wrong. Yeah, but it didn't copy the bottom. That makes no sense. Okay. Sweet. Ben, you missed the celebration of the Stars winning Game 7 last night. We got another Game 7 tonight. There's been 3 Game 7s in 48 hours. Stars weren't last night, my bad. It's been 2 Game 7s in 5 hours. Thunder game this afternoon, and now we got the Maple Leafs and Panthers, I believe, are in Game 7. Who's the favorite in this one? The Panthers? I know they've been pretty good the past 2 years. Zeus, what up, brother? All right, we're good to run this race. Let's run it. First place, Commanders. Second place, Falcons. Third place, Panthers. Fourth place, Saints. Fifth place, Giants. Sixth place, Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. On the starting deck, top 6 are winners. Out of the gates they go. Early lead goes to Chase. He wants the commies. They're the cream of the crop. Who is that in second? Is that AG? That is AG in the green coming down the middle at the halfway mark. He's looking right now at the Atlanta Falcons as his team. Alex and Simon round out the top 4. Rodrigo and Alex to the bottom of your screen moving up. Chase falls back. Hempy moves up. Here comes AG on the inside of Chase. It's going to be a close one down the stretch with 2, with 1. AG is taking home the commies. AG, why do we always get ads on this bull crap? AG gets the Commander. Second place, Falcons goes to Rodrigo. Hempy, the Panthers, the Saints. Rodrigo, your mom. Giants. Sixth place, Chase, the Cardinals. First place, AG. Second place, Rodrigo on the Falcons. What is going on in this hockey pregame show right now? My goodness. Hempy takes the Carolina Panthers as a Carolina native himself. Not native, I guess he just lives there, but close enough. Fourth place, Saints rocking with Rodrigo. Fifth place, your mom goes to the Giants. And sixth place, the Arizona Cardinals, to my man Chase. I'm going to post that in Discord real quick if you guys want to look at the final sheet. Or if you missed the duck race, that way you guys can stay up to date on anything that's going on. And I'm going to print it out. We're good to go. All right. It's coming off the printer. There we are, to the big screen. Bob Ross, Bob Ross. Can we get some Bob Ross? Hashtag Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the baseball hobby box, the big one tonight for the baseball break. Yeah, it's a legendary set. Legendary set within the CamFam and probably with everybody. It's an incredible product. Don't know or who's there. We got, oh, by the way, RWD has sent all of this in right here for the baseball break tonight. All of this is extra from RWD that's being added to the break. So shout out to RWD, man, for making the first Bob Ross break in, I guess, since break 1300 special. We got a 2022 Series 2 hanger. 2020 Baseball Series 2. I'm excited for this one. 2020 Baseball, I have never opened. 2023 update hanger. And then with the Braves on the cover, 2021 baseball hanger. That is 4 hangers. And that is a total of, I think, 60 cards, 67 cards, 59 cards, 67 cards, and 67 cards. 200 cards extra from the man, the myth, the legend, RWD, added in tonight. All right, let's get tonight's breaks underway. Most cities up. You guys know the drill. Guess the team that gets the autograph. The best you're getting is over 200. I ain't pulling a calculator out. Big old Bobby. I can only sit on this toilet for so long. Braves, Orioles, Mets, Marlins. All right, here we go. Danielle goes Boston. Danielle, good to see you. We got a Dylan Cruz on top. Good start for Jake right there. I got a Paul Skeens. I love the inserts. These were out of Big League. They didn't do Big League this year, or they haven't released it yet, but I would imagine they would have released it by now. Vinny Pascatino for the Royals. Jackson Merrill for the Padres. Adley Rutschman for the O's. James Wood Nationals getting 2 already out of this Mo City. Jake. Oh, it was great. I had a great time. I didn't say I do. I said yes. Just, you know, typical Cam fashion. Vlad Guerrero rookie. That's pretty cool. Wow. Gordo, look at that. The family business. Vlad Guerrero rookie. Dylan Cease for the Padres out of $9.99. What is that exactly? Out of $7.59. Tyler Soderstrom for the Oakland A's. That's my man, Matt. Matt's had a good week with the A's so far, especially with top score in black. And our auto is the Brew Crew 50 out of 50 bookend double patch. Brewers. Badger, a.k.a. Alex, my man. He is a Brew Crew fan. That is a perfect card for a perfect PC right there. Yeah, they didn't give me much of the rundown. He was just kind of talking, and I was just zoned out, you know? He was just going, and I was like, he like pointed the mic at me, and I was like, yes. And then, yeah. But it was a great time, man. Football gang gets team for the first autograph. He gets the Bruiser free pack winner. That's ridiculous that Paul Skeens pitched 8 innings. They still can't win. He'll be on the Dodgers soon enough, or the Yankees, or the Mets, or the Red Sox. I would take him on the Red Sox any day of the week. See what we got in this one. On top, I already like it. A little Drake May rookie QB. CJ Stroud rookie. Jimmy. Jaden. We're getting all rookie quarterbacks right now. My goodness. AG. Won them in the duck race. For the Bills. Who grabbed my Bills this break? It was Jake. Little Keon Coleman. Neon green. Lad McConkey. I'm big on McConkey, man. I love him as a slot guy for the Chargers. They're a little run heavy of an offense, but I'm a big run the ball kind of guy. T. Higgins rookie. Rodrigo. 2020 Select was an absolute movie of a product. If you ever got to rip it, 2020 Select was probably my favorite Select of all time. Jamar Chase out of 299 for the Bengals. CD Lamb, great expectations. Cowgirls, Rodrigo, he's crushing this Mo City. The Chargers get the first autograph with Brendan Rice. That is your mom, my mom, her mom, his mom. And a Chase Young out of Ohio State out of 50. Is he still with the commies? Or did he move? Because he got hurt. Fill me in, chat. Blaze, how are you, brother? I think he's still Commanders. Let's look. No, the Saints. He's with the Saints now. When did he sign? What, last year? I think it was his first year with the Saints. No, he went Washington, San Francisco, Saints. That's what it was. Saints on that one. That is Rodrigo. Heck of a box right there, man. AG, you actually did win the duck race. You did. You were on the commies tonight. You've already got a Jaden Daniels heading your way. Already, my man. Half a celebration coming up. Fun fact, Chase Young reminded me of it. I think he won a national championship at Ohio State. The last 2 times, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 2.
Here's a number between 1 and 2. It's 2.
2, we're going to the right side. That should be the half packs. It looks pretty evenly split. Let me double check. I'm blind. Oh, there's 16 packs. So we should have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect half hobby. Guess a team for the first mascot card. First mascot card. Yeah, so Chase Young reminded me of this. The Carolina Panthers have made the Super Bowl the past 2 times they've started the regular season against the Jaguars, which we are this upcoming season. And the same year that the Ohio State has won a national championship, which they did last year. Carolina undefeated this season in the Super Bowl. Book it. I think there was something else out of those. There was another restriction that they passed, but I don't know what it was. All right, on top, little Nico Horner. Edwin Diaz. Go Wally. Sedane Rafaela. Future stars, Rise Hoskins. Ben Rice. Jimenez. Kim, what do we have here? Corbin Carroll D-backs out of 2025 Arizona BMAT. You got to find anything you can as a Panthers fan to cling to life on, you know? We don't got a lot to root for. Beautiful Corbin Carroll. We got back-to-back Arizona's looking like. Silver, Ryan Thompson. 3 in a row, Arizona. Jake McCarthy. Jose Ramirez, game day drip. Rosie Red. The Reds are the giveaway team. If you guys guess the Reds, you're a free pack winner. Bryce Harper, stars of the MLB, and a Cameron Missner for the Rays. Yeah, I got the hockey game on right now. Gordo. Great guess, oh man. Let me put you down. Gordo, first free pack winner of the night. Throw those up there real quick. Is Toronto a rivalry of the Sabres? Buffalo? No, they're not the Sabres. They are the Buffalo. I can see their logo in my head. Sabres is Nashville. Sabres is right, then who? Predators is Nashville. Dadgummit, yeah. Right moves. Braves, dance card. Gunnar Henderson. Joe Ryan. Varsho. Seager. Padres. Max Schumann. Bradley Blaylock. Charlie Blackmon. Kyle Schwarber Green. 8-bit ballers. Jordan. I love those. Jordan power players. Back-to-back for the Stros. Shohei Ohtani. And a JJ Beleda. These are the same inserts that were a part of Big League, so it makes me think they scrapped it this year, which is crazy because that product sold like crazy. For the, I mean, like a $30 hobby box. I think they're 30 or 40 on release. Randomizer. Orioles and Yankees on that one. Lawrence Butler. Sanchez. Jake Berger. Oop, took two. Festa. Matt Verling. Jake Cronenworth. Brooks Baldwin. Southside. Love those jerseys. Love a good pinstripe uniform. Brenton Doyle. Dodgers on the team card. J-Rod on the game day drip. Pirate Parrot for the Pirates. Schemes on the Stars of the MLB. Second year in an Otto Lopez. In 15 years. Have they made the postseason in 15 years? Are they that bad? Pete. Dodgers. Jake McCarthy again. Will Smith. Lamonte Wade. Joey Cantillo. Lindor. DJ Hearns. Isaac Padres. I think he is... I don't know. I think he went from the Cubbies to the Stros because they have like a short left field porch or something like that. Ty Cobb. Kind of an interesting story that you can do that in baseball. Aaron Judge, 8-bit. Pete Alonso, Power. Jose Ramirez, Stars of the MLB. And a Leody Taveras. Yeah, they're that bad. That's crazy. You should just like close the team down and reopen them, and you can get a what do they call it? Not a redraft, but when you add a team to a league and they do a draft, and then you'll be better. Yeah. So he went to the Stros, and people were like, "Oh, because he hit so many balls left field." And I remember like spring training, he hit a rope out the left, and it got over, and it was only a home run in Minute Maid or whatever they call the park now. Jose, Nico, Logan. I do enjoy the fact that like they allow stadiums to be built different in baseball. Expansion draft. There we go. Yeah. It kind of makes it fun. Like if Fenway didn't have the, the green monster, it's not the same. Tyler, Volpe, PCA, Yu Darvish. Ooh, not the Sparkle. I got a Pete Fairbanks for the Rays. Back to back. This is a Sparkle, and this was like a... I'm not positive on the name of that insert. James Wood, game day drip for the Nationals. Jake, you're starting off hot tonight. He doesn't have a name. He's just the mascot. Just the mascot. Nolan Arenado almost came to Boston this offseason. And a Houston Astros team card. What'd you get, Blaze? I know they got one of the bigger names in Bowman. There we go. Oh, you got a made reptile and then 3 other. Nice. Freddie Furman. Eric. Zebby Matthews. What does a reptile made go for? I know he's like one of the top prospects, but reptiles seem like you probably get a couple per box. Are they worth a shiny penny? Michael Bush. Garrett Cole. Soderstrom. I like them. I think they're pretty neat. It's cool. It's a cool design. 40. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. Dub and Drench. Bosox. Spencer Steer. How did that even happen? Steer. Card was stuck to 2 behind it. Jackson Jobe. 8-bit ballers. Randy Arozarena Mariners. Ronald Acuna Jr. How's Acuna been this year, RWD? If you're still in the toilet. And a Chris Sale. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. He's still hurt. He just came back. Okay. I remember he got hurt into last year. I didn't know if he came back to start the season or what. Okay. So with Bowman first, like big guys like that, I'm not the most up to date with singles. These higher end prospects usually have like really high dollar amounts for their Bowman first cards. When they get called up, how much does it jump from like, if it's, let's say you get the PSA 10, it's worth 100 Blaze. What would it be if he gets called up to the majors and has like a great game? David Peterson. I'm just trying to compare it mentally to like a rookie Jaden Daniels, then he has a great season or something. Ruiz. Dodgers. Raffy, great series for him so far. Mark Westberg, Brandon Marsh, Angel Martinez, John Gray, Sanchez for the Marlins. Game day drip. Ronald Acuna, Bernie Brewer, Lindor for the Mets, and a Colin Ray. Or just the move with Bowman cards, like just if they're a high prospect, you sell them while they're still high before they make it up. Gavin Sheets, Clay Holmes, James Wood, Nationals. Nationals starting off hot tonight. All smiles in San Diego. Travis Arnaud. Denarnaud. I'm not sure on that one. Orioles, Suarez, Freddie Freeman. Ooh, that's sick. Brewers. Team logo. Darno. Okay. I love that design, man. I believe that's the first one I've hit of one of these in 2025. I might have got one early out of Series 1 Hobbies. That's cool. Team pride right there. I like that. Brewers have a day. I like that. Really cool design. Something that should be done more, honestly, in my opinion. I think RWD's done some collections on previous years of flagship of Braves on that same one, or that was the first year of them. I can't remember which we were talking about. Jazz, Brooks Lee, 8-bit, Paul Goldschmidt, Bobby, and a Kevin Gossman. Bryce Terang. B-Matt, you know what the pack odds are on that? On any of the team refractors or team logo? Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 2.
Wow. Orioles, still that one right there. 1-3. And they got it. All right. What do we got up next? Some Don Russ football. I really have enjoyed these megas. They took the auto out of every box like they had in previous years, but they're much more available this year. Previous years, you can't. I have done it for years where I am really good at getting rare retail product, right? Don Russ megas, before they removed the autograph from every box, were gold. It's like finding a gold bar in the street. That's how hard it was to get them, it felt like. I know it's an SSP. Okay. I was just curious because I don't see him very much, but I see people talk about him a fair amount. Chat, guess team for the first auto or mem? Guess 2 teams. It's all CamFam here tonight. Guess 2 teams. See if we can get you guys some free packs. Sorry, I might have said that late. You might have your team typed out. What is... Oh, the Thunder. Danielle, you can guess 2. Yeah, good old Benny. Look what Brighton sent me today. Well, you guys are guessing. I guess she had some fun with AI. She said, new bathroom photo. Not sure how that happened, but it did. Or how she'd made that. I was just watching a Thunder game and got that as a text. All right. Don Russ Megas. Been a lot of fun ripping these this year. Named after his Uncle Ben. Daggum straight. All right, here we go. Ramadre. Love me some Ramadre Stevenson. JUCO guy, came to Oklahoma, had a great career at Oklahoma. One of the last good running backs we've had in a while. Cade Otton, Landry, and it's even more fun because he was successful in the NFL. He's had a good career. Cam Jordan on the green. Minka on the Dominators. Pink, Byron Murphy, horns down. Roman Wilson, Tyler Algier, Roquan Smith for the Ravens. Throw that up on the podium. See if we can get a DT in here. Holy cow, how did he not score that shot? Score the, whatever you want to call it in hockey. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to hockey, clearly. CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson, Johnny Hecker, no longer our punter. Daniel Hunter, oh my goodness, look at that. Amarius Mims, beautiful Bengals. Rodrigo is having a night. That dude, Rodrigo. Mama, there goes that man. He's hitting everything. Beautiful. Out of the mega. This supposed to be a new one. I've seen the, the fist and the fire emoji one. I've not seen the football one yet. Amarius Mims going to Rodrigo. I thought it was a pair of lips. Joey B. Vance Johnson. I like the full art card like that. Joe Alt on the pink. Jatavion Sanders. Be great, my man. And a Josh Allen. Pause, AG? Toronto gripping too tight? What does that mean when it comes to hockey? Playing too close to the man? For the Don Russ box? Not yet. No. Auto or min. We're still looking for it. Non-linemen. They have a lot of linemen in Don Russ and Optic. Bucker. JJ. Ah, okay. Michael Pittman. Foy. Bland on the green. Estime for the Broncos. Revolution. I hope one day they come out with a Revolution NFL set. Heck, Revolution MLB unlicensed, I would be thrilled with. I love the Revolution set. Ooh. Oh, don't troll us like that. Ben Sanoit, Red Wave, Commanders. I thought it was him for a minute. AG, there you are, brother. I love a good throwback card. The full art was really cool. That's kind of a question that arose in my head whenever we pulled that card. A big thing in like Pokemon, I don't collect it or any of like those sets. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever it may be. They have like the rare cards called full art. I know this because Chase got some Japanese Pokemon cards graded at PSA in one of our batches. And they're called full art. I feel like that'd be a cool parallel when it came to the football or baseball or basketball cards. Kind of like this. Like full art. Make it a short print. Make it a parallel. I would like that. Jeremiah Trotter. Evan McPherson. Jerry Jeudy. The rare full arts. They're pretty cool looking. I would be pretty cool to have like that for football, where you get rid of the borders and all the logos and all that and just full art, and then you can put your logos on top of that. That'd be pretty neat. Hollywood, TJ, Aiden O'Connell, Palmer, Kincaid Green, Malachi Corley, Jaquan Jackson on the pink. Also, then they number the higher. So they number the higher. So if there is out of 250 in a set, the full sets go above 250. Jordan Whittington, Alex Singleton, Puka Nacua. Let me try and figure this out. Also, they number the higher. So if there is out of 250 cards in a set, the full sets go above 250. So like 271 out of 250. That's strange, but I understand that. My boy has a $1,500 Pokemon full art and he won't sell despite me encouraging to. Oh, man. What is it? I might not know, but I'm just curious. I know Charizard's a big one. I know a couple of legendary Pokemon just from being on card Twitter or TikTok and scrolling through it. Moonbreon. Is he purple? Kind of like a cat? I think. Saquon. Fryermuth. Kyron. Tyreek. Braylon Allen. I was really big on him to start the year. If you're a Jets fan, I'm still big on him. Him and Breece Hall, I think, is a dynamic backfield. Will be fun to watch in the future. He kind of teetered off towards the end of the year. The Jets overall kind of did. No disrespect to the Jets. But I like him a lot. He's out of Wisconsin. They consistently kick out phenomenal running backs. DJ Moore. Lil Hop Hop. Quinyon Mitchell Pink. Kool-Aid McKinstry, the best name out of the draft. And a Leonard Williams. Maybe other than Chop Robinson. I have a sick one if it grades high. I'm hoping they do. Fun fact, I sent the stuff to PSA. They're still assembling it, so I can't see the grades, but I can see what they're going to have on the label. And they translated it to English, so I'm actually able to read it and look at the card, which is kind of cool. I like that a lot. So now I can actually read what your cards are, Chase, without using Google Translate, the camera thing. Lucy and I open a ton of Evolving Skies trying to pull it. I know Eevee. Yeah. It's like a dog, cat, raccoon hybrid almost. And there's like 3 of them that like electric, water, or fire or something like that. Yeah. I know what that is. Right. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hofunga. I can't say his name. Mark Ripken, whatever. Jamal Williams. Woodson. Rome on the green for the Bears. Girk, there you are, brother. Girk in here tonight. Jalen Polk on the rookies. Red Wave, Dallas Turner. Latu. Sauce Gardner, James Conner, and a Kidder Porter. We only got 1 Kidder Porter, I think, that entire box. I like that. He's considered grading it. Ooh, sweet. That name again? I can't get anything past you guys anymore, man. The early days, I could just move on to another topic real quick and be like Squirrel and Chop. Be like, oh, yeah. Not anymore. It makes it fun, though. It makes it fun. PSA 10, way more than 1,500 too. I need to bring my wedding band down. It's still upstairs. I told everybody I would do it on Thursday. And I never did. Discord chat different than eBay break chat cam? Oh, yeah. So that's why I try and do a break a week that's not on eBay. $6K plus. Shoo! My goodness. Prospects. Edition. Here we go. We got half hobby of this bad boy. We're getting closer to the Bob Ross chat. Getting closer to the Bob Ross. All right. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 2.
Here's a number between 1 and 2. It's 1.
1. There we go. Left side. We're due for another Kaboom chat. We've opened up a bunch of these boxes. We've given some away in the free hobby packs. And nobody's claimed one. Other than the one we got, like, first box, first break to Gordo, which was a banger. That was so cool. Discord chat, you can take your pants off. Rocky's poverty franchise. Why not us tonight, Gordo? Why not? First autograph. I forgot to say it, chat. Sorry. First auto. First auto. Let me grab some top loaders here real quick. I am low on top loaders. I'm not going to be able to sell any top loaders next week. The whole import and export situation made the website that I buy through, they closed down orders on top loaders because the tariffs changed. So I'm going to be able to order more Monday. However, when they usually do that and they close down for a while and reopen, orders take 2 to 3 weeks to get. And I'm down to about 1,000. So I'm probably going to hit up Target and raid some of theirs. But I'll get them back in stock as soon as I can. Maybe they get here in 2 days. Hopefully they do. I would love that. Well, I got a fresh palette coming for you, Blaze. Fresh palette. Just for you, brother. Pokemon have so many more buyers. Do they really? I mean, I guess that probably makes sense. Cole Carrick, Tanner Hill, Hall, sorry, can't read. LP, Ping, Ethan, we get back-to-back pings. Nori out of 99. Nobody saw the auto. Philly. What do we know about Nori, B-Matt, Clump? Any other Philly fans dug in here tonight? Nori, what do we know about him? At 3 out of 99. Grant Taylor, Chicago. That's going to be the Cubbies tonight. Mr. Girk, you are out of 199 there, sir. Oh, sweet. When is the next baseball draft? I missed the most recent one completely. Like, I didn't see a single ad for it. I didn't see anything on it. Didn't get to know the players. But the draft before that with Max Clark and all them, I was pretty familiar with it. Culpepper and a Jacob Mizorowski. June, July, so sometime. Okay. I want to watch it and be a part of it. They just don't really advertise it. And the draft I watched recently was like in a barn. And it was like, what? But I mean, I get it. You're drafting high school players and you have like 28 rounds. And it's kind of hard to, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And then, you know, it's not a fun event. Carson Bench, Grant Taylor, Johnny Farmello. Prepping for the pros. Seaver King for Washington. Bryce Cunningham out of 199. Looks like a Vanderbilt uniform. They could got some great prospects. New York. Chase Hampton, New York. That one is unnumbered. Always July. Okay. July 13th. Okay, cool. Colin Huck and a Zach Deloach. Is the kid from Stanford the #1 prospect right now? Out of that draft? Sasaki, I believe is his last name. I know we kind of talked about him a couple times. We pulled him out of this set actually a few times. Lips Garuni, Chase DeLauder, Thomas White, PJ Morlando on the red. That's going to be out of 199. 2. We're 1 away from first on print there. Trey Savage, Charlie Condon. There you go. Ooh. Cam Smith, Chicago again. That one's out of 99. Beautiful little X refractor right there. For a plaid since we're in Panini. Christian Moore, Angels, good player. And Brando Maya for the Yanks. Oh, Ethan Holiday. That's right. That's right. Be pretty cool to get to watch him come up and into the majors with Jackson and his entire family's lineage. What was Matt Holiday's dad? Did he play baseball too? I was actually talking about this with a buddy the other day, and he was like, I wonder if Matt Holiday's dad was good at baseball too, or if it was Matt Holiday that kicked it off in the family. They're just phenomenal genetics to get every kid in the majors. All right, Prism is up. Vaughnie Holiday. We'll do the first neon green, whether it's the Mim or not. Whether it's the Mim or not, first neon green. Did you really, Jake? They do videos on YouTube, Jackson, Ethan, and Matt, and they'll do like hitting competitions and stuff like that. It's fun to watch. Dad was a coach. Okay. So it was always in the genetics. No goals yet in the first period. Your mom going to Bengals. First green Pulsar, chat. First green Pulsar. Empty box. We were 16. That's cool. Did you guys beat him or did he steamroll you? T-Law. I'm still a believer. I know a lot of people aren't. I'm a believer in T-Law, man. I think it's the Jags. You don't put new wheels on an old car and expect it to run well. Adam Thielen. Silver Rashid White for the Bucks. Green. Jaheim Bell. Patriots are your giveaway team for a free pack. Jace McKillen. McKillen. Yeah, McKillen. And a Neighbors on the Prismatic. Giants. That is your mom from the duck race. He hit nukes and smashed us. I never hit a home run in baseball growing up. Never did it. I hit the wall twice, I think, in my entire career, and that was it. Tom Flores, Brian Burns, Jared Goff, Andre Ware Silver, Green Pulsar, Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Brooks, Carolina, Brock Bowers, and a Kid Reporter. Two career home runs here. Robbed of a third is sickening. What do you think would be cooler as a little leaguer, to hit the home run or to rob a home run? I think at the time hitting a home run would be more special, but looking back, I'd be like, no, I robbed a home run, like actually reached over the fence and caught it. I think that'd be pretty more cool. Pretty more cool. Wow. Next pack. Ooh, it's a thick one. This is thick. Robbing. I think, yeah. We used to practice robbing home runs between games and tournaments. We'd go like an empty field and have people like throw it up when we try and catch it over the fence. Never went well. Someone always got hurt. Quentin Johnson, Gonzalez, Darius Slay, Gino, Javon Dexter, Drake London, Myles Garrett, Green, Devondre Sweat, Tennessee, Sean, a.k.a. your mom, my mom, her mom, his mom. It looked like Xavier Worthy. Saw a tweet the other day. Ooh, back-to-back worthies. Horns down. Nice portals, though. And it was like, who's going to stop this Kansas City wide receiver core? And it has a picture of a bunch of cops in a rearview mirror. I was a leadoff hitter. It hit for above average, not power, so never came close. I did about 8 triples. There you go. I had some inside the park home runs, but I think probably everybody did in Little League just because nobody could throw it to first. Down the line, stuck in the corner shots. Hit 7 of 10. Jake just had to come crap on us. He got paused. About to say the big stick. My team never just hit home runs, it felt like. I wish I could have. Aaron, my entire team wishes we could have. Devin Weatherspoon. We played at a place in Norman, and their fields were just bigger. And so it just never worked out for us. Bill. Sam Laporte. This is the Bob Ross break. It's coming up. Kobe Turner. Xavier Worthy. Jonathan Brooks again. Xavier Worthy and Jonathan Brooks everywhere. I stole all 4 bases in Little League once. It won't be after this one. Next one's up Prism. So it'll be Prism, Optic NFL, Bob Ross Cosmic. And we'll give the pin away from the box as well. Those who have been in a Bob Ross break know what pin I'm talking about. And it's like the coolest freaking thing ever. Another thick pack. This one's thick. This got to be our mem. That's what I did most of. I was center field and pitching. But I hated pitching. I loved pitching, don't get me wrong. I could not stand pitching. I was short, right? I was short, and whenever I started like kid pitch, there was always a hole on the bump, on the rubber. So my foot would be up to my ankle. It'd be like rubber, hole, my foot down here. And I was, dude, my ankle hurt so bad at the end of every pitch. Bucker, Josh Jacobs, Tajay Spears, Trey Benson, Silver, Lad McConkey. Nice one, Chargers. Your mom, my mom, his mom, her mom. Your mom's getting toasty right now. Brock Bowers, Lefue. Don't know. Drake May, Pats, and a Braden Fisk for the Rams. I would love to pitch much more now than back then. I didn't like the pressure of everybody watching me. And our backup center fielder was absolutely terrible, and so I never had any help in center field if I give up an absolute nuke. He wasn't getting the ball in without 5 bounces at minimum. Now both arms hurt when I wake up. RWD has the Braves. I'm here rooting for Michael Harris, rookie. I love it. I love it. Cheering him on. Stephon Diggs, Kobe Turner, Brad Johnson, Montez Sweat, Marlon Humphrey on the green, LeFou again, and another Drake May for the Patriots. Okay. 3 Drake May so far tonight. Everything hurts when I wake up. Chargers are rolling. Your mom, you picked some good teams so far for tonight, man. You got it going. All right, we get a half of a Prism hobby. We have a 3/4 box remaining, so we're just going to take 3 random packs out. And that'll be our half. Empty box. Nine packs on the table. 1, 9. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 9.
Here's a number between 1 and 9. It's 4.
4? So that one's out. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 8.
Here's a number between 1 and 8. It's 4.
4 again. One more. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 7. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 7.
Here's a number between 1 and 7. It's 2.
2. All right. There's our 3. These will go back to the box, and we'll rip those right here on the table. Giveaway on this one. Autograph or first numbered card. Autograph or first numbered card. Let's do a quick check-in with the weather real quick. My dad just texted me. I know you have weather. Y'all be safe now. Let's take a quick radar scope look in. See what we're dealing with out here in the middle of Manhattan, Kansas. Meteorologist breaks. Ever heard of those? Oh, we're still good. We're still good for a little bit. We still got some time. Like I said, though, I love a good thunderstorm. Sorting cars in a thunderstorm is 10 times better than sorting cards at night or in the day if it's sunny and it's perfect weather. Throw a little movie on. Listen to the background. Thunderstorm. Sold. Sold. Torrey Hunter. Carson Weisenhunt. We're due for a gold out of this. We nailed the golds out of Prism Baseball this year. Lou Gehrig. Juan Bencho. Craig Biggio. Silver. Moises Ballesteros. Cubs are having a great night right now from Van Gurk. Mike Schmitty. Schmitty these balls at a $4.99. That might have been too out of pocket, but it's Discord Sunday. Ben, you're the last person to say, whoa. You saw the early day breaks. There was no filter back then. None. I consistently think about the things I said back then on stream and how many people I might have offended. Johnny Farmello. PCA rookie for the Cubbies. Lance Berkman and a Jackson Wiggins. Hey, Jake, brother. Anybody else guess the Phils? Did B-Matt snake his own team? No, he did not. He did not. B-Matt free pack winner. My man Jake, a free pack winner. Congrats, gentlemen. Congrats, gentlemen. Oh, they actually said it next to each other in the chat. That's hilarious. They had a feeling. Ooh, ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. New York, Mike Piazza. Josh Knott. Ian Kinsler. When you say Ian Kinsler, baseball just comes to mind. It's such a baseball name now. Cade. Farmello. Buster Posey. Same with Buster. Look at that. Sudane Rafaela. Silver Prism. Oh, baby. Love the Red Sox having a young core, man. Love that. Beautiful Silver Prism right there. Front and center. I'm not biased. I promise. Maybe a little. River Ryan on the red. That's at a $2.99 Los Angeles. Waldo Rep. Braves. Carson Rocaforte, Francisco Villoro, Ralphie. If you ever name your kid Ralphie, and if you have a kid named Ralphie, it's all cool. If you say Ralphie, though, all I think of is A Christmas Story. That's the only thing that comes to mind. And by the way, A Christmas Story is one of, if not the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Elf is up there. Anything else, not acceptable. Not even close. Pink bunny suit. He wants a gun, shoots her eye out. It's a classic. And I know you're like, Cam, that's a movie from before you were born. How would you know that? You don't know anything else from before you were born. My parents lived, breathed, and died Christmas. I watched that movie all the time. Ichiro, Chase Petty, Tom, took 2. Ruben Sierra. Oh, fudge. Owen White. Adam Dunn, Red Wave, little color match right there, Cincinnati. Johnny Bench out of Oklahoma. One of your better takes. Brighton hates that movie, and it kills me because it's on TBS and TNT all day, all night for like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And so as a kid growing up, I'd turn that on because we had TBS for whatever reason. It came through on our cable that we didn't have. And so I just watched that the entire night when I was trying to sleep. Out of $4.99, and if I turn it on, Brighton leaves the room. Bryce Elderidge, great one for the Giants. Brighton's family was a big Halloween family, which is weird for me when we first met because Halloween to me has never meant anything. I trick or treat. I wear an outfit I put together literally 30 minutes before I go trick or treat, and that's my night. It's usually me as a football player, a baseball player, or a basketball player. And then I just get candy. That's it. Evan Carter, silver prismatic. I like that. Rangers. Ben. Will Evan Carter make you dance? How's he been? I know he got brought back up in the Red Sox series. Didn't get to follow him too much since. Not a Halloween guy. I enjoy Halloween now more just because, like, we do stuff with it. You know, we've gone to bar crawls and gone out and done stuff, but never really even thought that Halloween was celebrated very much. Jeff Bagwell, Lou Brock, and a Jose Reyes. IL. Dang. Willie Mays, Johnny Damon, Ty Madden, Tamar Johnson, Dylan Cruz, Soto, Mike Boeve, Milwaukee on the silver, Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. That's going to be out of 499. Cubbies are having a night. Enrique Bradfield Jr., prismatic, Colin Huck, Reggie Crawford, Arujin Namala for the Blue Jays. Also, bucket list thing I want to do in my life. You guys seen the hotel behind the Blue Jays Stadium that you can like watch the games from? I would love to be there for like a 3-night stay whenever they're doing a home series. That would be so sick. That's one of the more unique stadiums that I enjoy. Next pack, I got a Don Sutton. Galagarga. Did I say that one last name right? Cologne. Probably. I would not be surprised. You know, and if, you know, let's be real. Maybe not the best idea to put a hotel with massive windows in center field. But if I'm a Blue Jays fan and it's Game 7 of the World Series, bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 strikes, I am mooning the batter all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Ty Cobb. Whatever I need for my team. Eric Davis. Kyle Teal. Red Wave. Harmon Killebrew. Beautiful. Manny Ramirez on the red. That's out of 299. Beautiful. Ricky Tideman. Manny Ramirez. Adrian Santana. Jacob Wilson. Joe Wait. Stayed there with my dad as a kid. Stayed there with my dad as a kid, Cam. Great memory, Will. I'll never forget. Joe Carter hit a home run. Was awesome. That's sick. Walder Rep. I know they got, I think I've called them, 1 or 2 other times. I mean, I'm in that room with my special lady between the 6th and 9th inning. Nolan Ryan. It's in a perfect spot to distract the batter. I mean, it's probably a little high, but you do something crazy. That batter's eyes are going to be wondering. Will Clark. Hanley Ramirez. I loved him as a kid when I was growing up. Robin Yount. Keith Hernandez. Ryan Zimmerman. Noble Meyer, Miami. The Marlins. Mr. B-Matt. Silver Prism. Prospect Sigs. I need top loaders. How's the OG today, RWD? I might go get me some Olive Garden this week. I haven't had Olive Garden since Bedlam. OU OSU. We went out to the one in Stillwater. It's been a minute. Marcelo Mayer, Red Wave, Boston. Get some color matches. Mojo, Baltimore. Eddie Murray to 25. That's pretty sleek right there. I like that. Yeah, for the batter's eye. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Show Toscani. There's... Beautiful hit, Gordo. I know you were on the fence about him. That's a good way to start it before Bob Ross. I'm so over iPad autocorrect. Cole Young, Cole Emerson, Charlie Soto. All right. Whoo! I mean, we're getting close, chat. We're getting close. Optic is up. Guess the team for the first blue hyper. If you guess the team correct, you win a free pack. Guess 2 teams. We're close to Bob Ross. Dude, okay, this is kind of weird, but I know Olive Garden's like styled, you know, to be like you're there. They got some really cool locations. The one in Oklahoma has like these massive windows that overlook a golf course beside of it. It's really pretty. It's very cool. Guess 2 teams, chat, and then we're diving into Bob Ross. We got a quarter of it, but we're also giving away the pin of that box tonight. Yeah, they redid the Red Lobsters as well not too long ago, and I don't like it. It's too modern. I missed the old one where it felt like you were on a fishing boat getting fish. That was kind of cool. They had like fishing nets hanging from the ceiling and lobster cages, not cages, traps, whatever you call them. It was super cool. They're trying to get Red Lobster back up and humming, man, because it's been on the down track for a while. But they got that new CEO or CFO who seems like he knows what he's doing. He seems incredibly smart. It's been kind of fun to watch that. They got Blake Griffin in commercials now. They're like making advertisements about changing the tartar sauce. Up and humming. Pause. All right, Optic is up. Here we go, chat. And then we're on to our hobby boxes tonight. And then don't forget the overtime for the MLB break from Mr. RWD. 4 hangers. Over 200 cards and extras tonight. 200. Let that sink in. And I mean the sink in the front door. What we got here? Zay Jones. McLaurin. Tajay. Laboo on the green velocity for the Raiders. Why is... Okay. This is not the Mega Box parallel. It's not the blue hyper. Okay. That's usually a box. In previous years, that is the parallel you get out of Fat Packs. Curious why that's in a Mega? Unless they just swap the odds around in the parallels. Tyler Lockett, Gino, best tutties. Cooper DeJean, not us, a punter. Torrey Taylor. I've not seen that card a whole bunch. They sell themselves to delicious. Same with crab legs. I think the competition for Red Lobster crab legs is... crab legs there are probably like, I don't know what they are post-inflation. What, $40 for a pound and a half? There's a place in Oklahoma, multiple places, that for, I think it's like $60-something, you go get unlimited crab. Snow crab. So it's like, why? I personally go spend the extra $20 because crab legs never fill me up anyways. I got to eat a lot of rolls. Javante, and I can eat a ton of crab. It goes down and it packs well. Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Gino, rookie recruits, Trey Benson, Arizona, putting together a Trey Benson collection tonight for my man Chase, Marshawn Nealon, Edgerrin Cooper, Green Bay. I want to try stone crab and blue crab. I follow this guy on TikTok. He's a crabber in Maryland. I watch his YouTube videos too. And he's a crabber. And I've never had Those crabs. I really want to try them. It's not as much meat as snow crab or king crab, but it looks fun. I have actually not got crab anywhere in Kansas since we moved up here. Oklahoma, obviously you got Red Lobster. The place that we would always go is Catfish Cove, or the casinos had before had unlimited crab as well on buffet all the time. They don't do that anymore since COVID, I believe. But that was the place when I was in Oklahoma. There was 3 different locations. Joe Mixon. I haven't hunted around here in Manhattan. Gardner Minshew, Javarius Ward, CMC, Blue Hyper, Xavier Worthy, Kansas City. That's a good one. Danielle, Kansas City is being nice tonight. A lot of Xavier Worthy on the Blue Hyper. Beautiful card. Good hit. Horns down, though. Byron Murphy and a Brock Purdy. I need it taken out first. Fair. That's fair. Oh, that's going to be fun, Ben. You going to catch any Red Sox games or anything like that while you're up there? Pat Surtain II, James Cook, Mike Evans, DK, Blue Hyper, Max Melton, Arizona, JJ McCarthy. Where has he been recently? Minnesota. There we go. Josh. No, we still have Cosmic. Still got the half hobby of Cosmic, which I'm excited for. It's a fresh box tonight. And if you guys have seen the last box of Cosmic we did, it was absolutely incredible. And we still have a quarter of it left. We pulled a Neptune. We pulled a cool Brady last night, which I thought was going to be an autograph. I was about to start geeking out if we pulled a Brady auto. Geeking. You mocked me over there?
Yeah.
What a fit you have on tonight. Wow. It's something.
Yeah. It's called style.
It's called style. I need to get with the program.
Yeah.
They're on the road. Gotcha. That's a bummer. I got a Luke Musgrave, Breece Hall, Dexter Lawrence. Yo. Ayuk for the Niners, the man who held out all offseason and then had a terrible start to the season and then tore his ACL.
I'm in.
49ers are going to need him now with no Debo Samuel. McCaffrey getting older. Just signed Brock Purdy to a massive deal, which Brock Purdy deserved to be paid. He was on one of the smallest contracts as a starter. Ramadre Silver. We got a Ryan Flournoy and Javon Bullard for the Packers.
If I had $1 for every time I got called crouton these days, I'd be rich.
There we go. And our last pack out of optic before we go to the great Bob Ross baseball hobby box. We'll have a break of Bob Ross every single week for the next 3 future weeks. Deontay, Zaire, Singletary, Olave, Jonathan Brooks, Carolina Blue Hype. I love that. Vidal, Najee for the Steelers.
I don't even get called my name. You should see the names that I get called when I give my name to food, like at Starbucks or whatever.
Because you're Brighton. Who names their kid Brighton?
That's what I'm saying. Now I got a hard first name and a hard last name. Thanks a lot. I get Brian.
Brain. I get called Can. C-A-N all the
I
time.
get Britton. I get Brittany. I get Brian. Don't know why.
Devo's cooked. Washington will find out. They wasted money and they won't be able to work him in the O.
Bridget.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's paid. It's gonna be tough. Canned crouton. Here we go, chat. The late, the great, the Bobby Ross. Breaking the seal on it, chat. We're breaking the seal. Best of luck, everybody. If you have not been in a Bob Ross break before or seen this product, welcome to an adventure that you will love for the next month. It is a phenomenal product. And right there's our pin on top. Isn't that awesome?
So we all have name struggles. Love that for us.
There we are. The pin will give away tonight. Super cool idea. I love that they did this pin in the set.
To be fair, my brother's name is Danny, and I call him Daniela all the time to make fun of him. So
All right, here we go. Bob. I mean, even the packs are beautiful, man. We got one. We got one. We got one. We got one. We got two. We got two. We got two. And we got two. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 4.
Here's a number between 1 and 4. It's 3.
Ooh, I like that. We're going down the middle for night 1. Okay.
What's your last name? Am I crazy? Who gets the pin?
I'm going to...
Get around it all.
Have I got there yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Cameron. Chop chop.
All right. We'll give the pin away at the end of the box. Yeah, absolutely. Dirk, it's good to see you, man. Your Cubbies have been crushing tonight. Yeah, I can work that out with you. Guess 18. What do they smell like? Nothing, surprisingly. Nothing. Guess a team. First short print, which could be the Afro. It could be the Trident. It could be the paint, the numbered card, an autograph. Any of those first. Any of those. Guess a team. We're looking for some monsters here. Looking for some monsters. Bobby Ross. Let's dust him off for some good luck. All right. We're locked in. Bob Ross, the pin in the packs. All right. First pack. Here we go. Good luck. Good luck. On top, the Cardinals, I remember, had a bunch of cards in the set. Nolan Gorman straight to the podium. Tristan McKenzie. Ronald Acuna. Perez for the Marlins. Spencer Strider for the Atlanta Braves. Jazz Chisholm, Miami. What do we have here, chat? Jose Altuve out of 25 for the Astros. Rodrigo, have a night, brother. Out of 25. Woo! I know the Astros, but that's a superstar out of 25 on the yellow. Beautiful up there. That is the giveaway team right there. Great card for Rodrigo, my man. All right, let's see if we get any other short prints out of this pack. Ryan Mountcastle. Jack. I mean, look at the cards. These are so well designed. Hunter Brown, the Stros getting 2. Get hot. There's a little Adley Rutschman right there for the O's. Gordo. And our last one, rookie. Masataka Yoshida, Boston. Oh, yeah. Give Boston some love. What is y'all's, for those who have collected Joy of Baseball or been in a break or been a part of one before, what is y'all's favorite parallel color? I love the titanium white one. I think that's my favorite. I don't think it's the lowest numbered one at all, but it is so nice. I don't know why. It's just very basic. Oh, man, I miss Joy of Baseball, man. The paint strokes one, count all the different colors. Gold/yellow. One of the really cool cards in the set is the Afro. They'll put Bob Ross's fro on a player. It's a short print card. Really neat and a ton of fun. All right, we got one more pack. Best of luck, everybody. Little Big Poppy on top. Sammy Sosa for the Cubbies. Before he went white, I think he's white now, which is kind of crazy. Juan Soto back when he was with the Padres and not getting turned around on by the bleacher creatures. Jackie. Titanium white. Whoo! Cal Raleigh out of 35 for the Mariners. They were picked up late last night. Riddle. 2 out of 35 for the Mariners. Slap that on the podium. Bob down. All right, what we got? Little Kerry Carpenter for the Tigers. Jose Altuve, the base. rookie. I think I don't know who this one is. Mr. Corbin Carroll, rookie. Oh, I see some blue at the back here. Hold on, we might have another hit. Grayson Rodriguez for the O's. Cassis for Boston. They got their guys. Sandy. What do we have here? Ken. Oh, that's fire. Ken Griffey of the Mariners on the peaks of power. Pretty card. Such a fun set, man. Such a fun set. Now, we are going to give away the pin. The pin is a giveaway to anybody in tonight's break. I'm going to spin that MLB wheel. You guys are familiar with it. Everybody's been here. Oh, that is such a fun rip. Corbin Carroll, if you guys remember, shout out. Is right when Gordo, I think, joined the CamFam or pretty shortly after. Big Corbin Carroll guy. For break 1300, the Wickwoods donated a box of Bob Ross. I think it was that break we pulled a Corbin Carroll rookie auto, like the 15 or 25 or something like that, or 5. Something like that. It was a massive hit. Florida up 1-0. Yes, sir. Man, it's really awkward looking at their when they showed Toronto just now. All right. If you win the pin and you don't want it, let me know. I'm happy to spin the wheel again. I don't know if anybody, I think they're pretty badass, but if you don't and you don't want it, feel free to let me know and I can spin it again, or you can give it to somebody in the chat that you're thinking about, like Valentine's Day. All righty. To the wheel we go. To the wheel we go for Bob Ross's pin. You know how sick it would be to have this signed by Bob Ross? Just a thought out there. That would be so sick. I'm yapping. Here we go. Less yappy, more wheelie. Spin it for the pin. The Kansas City Royals. Clump got the pin. Clump. I don't know if he's here tonight right now. Clump, if you don't want it, let me know. I can give it away next week. If you do want it, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. By the way, you twist it to open it. Don't be like me in the first one that I almost broke because I tried to yeah. Beautiful pin. So cool. All right. Now, baseball gang, we are not done. We have 4 hangers to do for you guys after this. Love me some Bob Ross, man. Love me some Bob Ross. Oh, I know he's dead. I know he's passed, but it would be cool. One can dream. One can dream. I didn't know he died in 95, though. I thought it was a little more sooner than that, like early 2000s. Oh, it's like one of my favorite pins ever. I need to just buy one to have around here for like a conversation piece for myself to talk to myself in the mirror with. You know what I mean? Oh, Cam, where'd you get that pin? Oh, let me tell you the story about Bob Ross baseball. I'll tell my dog about it. All right. Side 1, side 2. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 2.
Here's a number between 1 and 2. It's 2.
2. Ben, that was out of pocket. Yeah, they're not too bad. They're not too bad at all. For how cool they are, in my opinion, like, that's a pretty cool collector's item to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Chat, guess the team for the first numbered auto. Let's go, Browns cards. Let's go, JC. I wonder what one of ones have been pulled out of Bob Ross so far to date that have been tracked. Because it's a smaller checklist. I know a lot of us probably went through it when buying teams because it's such a cool product. I think it's a 100-card checklist, so you should only have 100 one-of-ones. I know we pulled the bow. I bet Elmo wishes he could have that back and still be holding it, because I bet she'd be worth 3x what he sold it for. The Acuna was pulled. Who else would be? What would be the monster out of this? The Gunnar Henderson Adley 101. Like, that would be the probably biggest 101. Corbin Carroll 101 would be up there. Cassis, Mazataka. Maybe I'm a little biased on those as a Bo Sox fan. Oh, Shohei, yeah. Shohei. That's true. Do we know if that one's been pulled? Trout, yeah. I probably should put those guys above my Boston Red Sox. But I digress. Skeens is not, no. This was produced in 2023. Shohei would be massive. That would be a 5-figure card, in my opinion. Or if not, very, very close. TJ. I don't know what Ohtani 101s go for, to be honest. So it could be well over 5. Atwater. Silver LaFou. He is everywhere tonight for the Cowboys. And a Cedric Gray. Troy Aikman. Bryce Young. Silver Star Command, Troy Aikman. Ben Sanoit for the Commanders. Oh, you pulled it. I thought you had just bought it and had it in a collection for the Bob Ross and then sold that entire thing. That's awesome. 25K? I think that's very reasonable, to be honest. Based on what the singles do out of this set, I mean, they are crazy. Mike Vick. I remember I was pretty in disbelief when people in the Break 1300 were like, that card's worth like $900. And it was like a basic Ohtani almost, in my opinion. The only two I pulled were the 101 and the 1 out of 5 from you. Let's go. I made the list. Let's go. I got a little Tom Brady for the Buccaneers with the launch in the orbit. And a Jawar Jordan. Florida 2-0. Wayne. Blaze. Give me a pass here, brother. Drake May launched in the orbit silver. That's glossy. I like it. I like that one. Little Galaxy greats, Zach Thomas and a Troy Franklin for the Broncos. That's incredible that you got the 101 and the 1 out of 5 pulled for you. People will go their entire lifetimes to not be able to do that on any set that they even don't mean to, if that makes sense. I spent a lot of money on Bob Ross. I think it was as a collector, if there was ever a product to dive into, I think you made the right decision. It hasn't came out since. There's no indications coming out again. It's only gotten more expensive as time has gone. With the wax, with the singles. I think that's a perfect way to splurge. If you're choosing a set to splurge on looking back, I think you made the right decision. Dawkins, Johnson, D'Angelo, and a Chris Jenkins for the Bengals. Robinson, Marino, silver, Ray Lewis for the Ravens, and a Jacob Cowing for the San Fran 49ers. B-Matt, try and put together the entire rainbow. That if you could put together the entire Shohei rainbow from Bob Ross, I bet you that would run just all together to collect that. That's gotta be close to 100K. Nah, maybe not. Maybe then we're like, if the 101's 25, 60, 50. Bob Ross, when it came out, was $199 for the hobby plus tax. And then the blasters, which are called the Happy Little Boxes, were $19.99. The Happy Little Boxes now are about $400 to $500. Not even a guaranteed autograph in every box. And the hobby boxes are anywhere between $1,300 to $1,600 right now. If you want to risk it, you can get one off eBay, and they're probably about $13.50, $14 after tax and shipping. Jones? Brighton? What are you doing? Gates. Michael Vick out of 75. Rodrigo is on fire tonight. Lord have mercy. Hi, Bryce. And a Wilson. Florida has just ripped this game open. Yeah, if you would have had $10,000 to spend, you could have bought... Alexa, what is 10,000 divided by 200?
10,000 divided by 200 is 50.
So you could have bought 50 hobby boxes, which would now be worth over 1,000 each. That's better than the S&P 500. Will Levis. Aikman. Got the star clusters for the Patriots. That's pretty neat. Gronk, Brady, Amendola. Only one I wouldn't have done is Amendola. I would have done, what's his face? He's everywhere on podcast right now. I'm blanking on his name. And a Dylan LeBeau. Oh, my goodness. Edelman. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I would put Wes up there as well over Amendola. No, I'd probably have Edelman, Amendola, than Wes Welker. Aaron Hernandez would be crazy. I got a Steve Young. CJ Stroud on the Cosmic. Dickey. And a Spencer Rattler. They did him dirty with that face. It might just be how old I am. When I think Wes, I think he was there before their success, but they also had success before I was like cognitive. Sunday conversations are phenomenal. Champ Bailey, Jim Kelly, Brett Favre, Star Command, Marvin Harrison, the all-white unis. Wes Welker was related to someone at my high school. It was always talked about. Oh, he's not with Barstool anymore? And Brady has a network? All right, we got 4 more boxes real quick to run through from Mr. RWD, who threw these in for the fam. RWD, is there a certain order we should do these in? I kind of want to save 2020 for the end because it's the oldest, but... I've seen his card stores he's been doing, yeah. He's kind of pretty big into the collecting side of stuff. Whatever works. Okay, let's do newest to oldest. Let's just get older as we go. So we'll do 23, 22, 21, 2020. We'll do it in that. All right. Update. Update hangers usually do the numbers. I'll take a Trout auto here. RWD, thank you again for doing this, brother. Super nice of you to make Bob Ross break one awesome. Wonder Franco used to date someone at elementary school across the street. Pause. Nick Ahmad, Thomas, Cody Bolton, Gio Ursula, Devin Williams. He's a nasty screwball on the show. Absolutely drives me crazy. Miguel Amaya, Sean Murphy, Philip Scaroni, Gabriel Moreno, Patrick Bailey, Kenley Jansen, Nick Martinez, Bobby Miller, Luis Gilmore, Jake Irvin, Rodon, Philip Scaroni, Rivas, Double A's, Watcha, Marlins and Twins. Could be a little randomizer right there. Sam, Royals, AJ. I figure I might as well just put it to the side because it's every card of this way is horizontal. Give it to the 20s. Okay, I can do that. Perez. Ooh. Vargas out of 99. What is the name of this parallel? It's a paperback. Oh, my. Hangers are bangers. Will Benson Guardians. Back to back. My goodness. Dodgers. That's my man Bill Vargas. I'm really curious what this is. Out of 99 update series. I remember some of the update series. They had something right there. Vintage stock. I like that. Pretty neat. Vargas. Will Benson on card. 1988 throwback. What a hanger to get us started, man. What a hanger. Right behind that, got the chrome Logan O'Hoppe. Back. The non-chrome Angels go back-to-back. Dylan Cease. Julio. Taj Bradley. That's a cool insert. Bregman. Heck of a night for the Stros, man. Harper. Ryan Walker. Ariza. Flip Scaroni. Patrick Corbin. Danny Mendick. Aaron Bummer. Gunner. There we are, O's. Zach Neto. Oscar. Gonzalez, if you know, you know. Chase DeJong. PJ Higgins. Flip Scaroni. Jose Hernandez. Bryce Miller. Romy Gonzalez. Mikel Garcia. James. Freddie Furman. Pablo Lopez. Aaron Hicks. Flip. Mason Inglerit. Corey Dickerson. Soriano. Perez. Joey Weimer. Jake Rogers. Matthew Batten. And a third Dodgers pitcher to reach milestone. I can't talk. Man, hangers are better than a hobby. I'm still livid at how bad Series 1 was. We just had to have been unlucky. We just had to have had the worst boxes. Weimer. Throw these up on the podium real quick. Imagine we go 4 for 4 on hangers with autographs. Have you been holding these ever since they released RWD, or did you go out and buy them? He did, yeah. He was on the Mariners. He hit the Griffey Peakness of Power, Powers of Peakness. He hit something else as well for the Mariners. I think that was his second one. I'm not very good at remembering what I pulled 5 minutes ago. I doubt myself, and then if I give the wrong information, I let someone down, and that's never fun. So I know for sure he had that one, the King Griffey. I was drunk shopping on eBay a few weeks ago. I didn't buy any Series 2 yet, Gordo. They did the pre-order for it. Peaks of Power is what it was. Thank you, B-Map. I can't bring myself to do it again. It was such a... Like, they were great for giveaway packs. Because the price per pack is incredible for a hobby and the potential upside, but there was no upside. We never found the upside. Like, never. Our best hit, we probably, out of probably 7 or 8 hobbies we did. Yeah, maybe a little less than that, but... We probably could have opened up 5 hangers and done better than what we did on 5 hobby boxes. That's crazy. I mean, I know they're only like $90, 70, 80, whatever they came out at. I don't remember. But still, 2022 Series 2. This could be cool. I love the 2022 class. Back when they had the home run challenge. I was just getting into that as well before they removed it, which was a big bummer. I thought that was a really cool idea they were doing. HFA. Cal. I'm gonna have to break the stack. Take the good ones with us. Sheffield. Castillo. Brandon Bell. Off the rip. 2023, I like the design more than 22. Ibanez. Flip Scaroni. It's crunchy in a bad way, Blaze, if you get what I'm saying. I like the way they wrap blasters. I totally get where you're coming from. Trey, it's like a crunchy plastic, and it's not a good feel in the hands. Ruiz. Dansby Swanson. Jansen Junk, what a name. Andrew Young. Flip Scaroni. Noah Syndergaard. Oh, the Casers like downtown's home field advantage. Sweet. Welker. Bueller. Woodruff. Baz. Zach. I called this guy Coochie back in the day. Not kidding. Zach Collins. Flip Scaroni. Andrew McCutcheon. Packy Nottington. Frank Schwindel. Cole Tucker. That's a skinny dude. Dansby. Yeah. Did I put it in my base stack? Cole Tuck. Matt Brash. Vladimir Gutierrez. Donovan Solano. Diaz. J.A. Happ. Miggy. Stars the MLB. That's sharp. Brian Reynolds. That's going to be out of 2022 Pirates. Bogarts. Lindor. Altuve. Burns. DeGrom. Ian Anderson, generation now. Let me put these on the podium with the halfway point and hanger 2 of 4. Big Miggy on the Topps Chrome. I think 2022 was the year that Topps Chrome sat on the shelf forever. I remember I was just getting the baseball breaks at that point. I remember posting a picture in the Discord or on Twitter. I was like, are these good? Because they're always in the shelves, but they're priced up like they're supposed to be incredible. What did they do so bad that year? Do you guys remember, like, no? That made it not sell? I wasn't too deep into the baseball yet. Who were we getting again? We were getting Dansby Swanson. Let's go into B-Rid. All right, we got a Manny Machado, Castro, Severino, Cardinals, Connor Siebold, Alex Wood, Mets. I like how they keep these cards that are horizontal all in a row. That's probably just me because I'm breaking them, but overproduced, bad checklist. Okay, so it was basically just what you expect for a product that just flops. Dominique Smith, Nick Fortes, Alex Cobb, Flip Scaroni, Medea, Josh Lowe, Kevin Palawicki, sure, Roman Quinn, Jacob Robson, Perez, Dylan Moore, Flip Scaroni, Nimmo, TJ, Dean, Mark, David, Alfonso Rivas, Chavis, Flip Scaroni, Rydens, Jose, Alex Dickerson. That 22 class had a really good set of rookies. Maybe they didn't become rookies until after a lot of the product was released. Because I think Bowman 22, was that Ellie's Bowman first year? Holy cow, that's some thunder. That was it. I actually remember people had hyped Bowman up to me for a while. Nice save. And I bought some Megas and Blasters because I could do retail breaks back in the day. And Bowman just flopped. I couldn't move it. Nobody wanted it. I mean, I was new to the baseball side of the hobby, so I was still learning as I was going. And I was like, what in the world? And about a year and a half later, I just so happened to be like onto Card World or Blowout Cards, and I looked up Bowman 22, and they were like 3x the price. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Kind of like, yeah, NBA doesn't have that like go-to guy out of the draft this year. I think it's a deep class, but it doesn't have like an all-around superstar that's going to be like Victor Wembanyama or any of those guys. But I think it goes about 12 guys back that will have an impact in the league in the next 4 years. A little gassy. Ha! Choreo is only in Bowman for 2022. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to try and get the FOTL. I actually wanted to talk about that tonight. If you haven't looked up the FOTL Bowman, they have got some incredible bonuses. I think 4 cards extra out of 7 or lower, and one's out of 6. One of them's a guaranteed autograph of 6 or lower. But yeah, absolutely. I will have Donruss. If I don't have the FOTL, I'll for sure have the regular at bare minimum. Ooh, this is a completely different design. Andrew. John. It actually is kind of hard to read. Mike. Flip Scaroni. What is Topps? They don't have anything that's like an exclusive or bonus box that has extra hits that I'm aware of. Oh, another goal. No goal. They're calling it off. Luis Gonzalez. Zuber. Joey Bart. Chris. Allie, Joey, Kurt, William, Flip, Scaroni, Andrew, Tom, Cesar Hernandez, Larnich, Kyle Farmer, JB, Zach, Justin Williams, Martin Perez, Flip, Scaroni, Cody, Kalnick, nice one, Mariners. That's what the Mariners got. They got a Cal Raleigh on the titanium white as well as the King Griffey. Dylan Tate, Ramirez, Turnbull, Chris Rodriguez, Tyler, Corey Ray, Chang, took a couple, Flip Scaroni, Bailey Ober, Mike, Jackie Robinson, top 70, that's pretty unique, Ronald Acuna, 35th anniversary, Verlander, Votto, Acuna, Alec Boehm Phillies. That's pretty sweet. Sergio. Mario. Andrew. I'm having to like squint to see these names, man. What in the... I know my eyes... I don't got my contacts in, but still. Sixto Sanchez. He was supposed to be something big. What happened to him? Was he the guy that died? Am I crazy? Rich Hill. Flip Scaroni. Mariners. Giovanni Gallegos. Zach Wheeler. Austin Dean. Nick Gordon, second half. We're going to the horizontals. Matt, Sterling Sharp, Brady Singer, Seth Elledge, Jed, Ashton, John, Shane McCallahan, Josh, Elias, Tyler Ivy, Merrill Kelly, Tony, Jake Cronenworth, nice one, Pods, Michael Straw, Flip Scaroni, Garrett Whitlock, Carlos Hernandez, rookie combos, Justin Lawrence, Lucas Gilbreth, Taylor Rogers, and a Daniel Ponce de Leon. So far, 2021 is my least favorite design. I'm not a fan of the lettering. I can't read it. I feel old. I'm out of soft sleeves again. My goodness. Yeah, I wish Topps had an FOTL style product or something with the bonus hit. Nothing can suck when it's free. Literally gravy and a cherry on top. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do anything like that. They do like the online exclusives occasionally. Like Topps Black and White was an online exclusive. It only actually went up for pre-order. It never went for final release. They did a pre-order, they sold out, and then it released. And the release day was just the people getting their orders. They never had like an actual open order form that I saw. One more hanger. We got 2022. 2022. And that'll be the last box of tonight. What are you going to get tonight for dinner, Blaze? What are you eating? I had a peanut butter and jelly and some protein chips. So this one's a little bit different. There's no plastic wrap on it. 2020. What if this is pre-COVID era we're about to experience? Pre-world change. Yeah, it's got to open from the top. It looked great, B-Red. Looked incredible. Okay. We're going to do some surgery here, chat. All right. This is a design I like. Still hard to open. You're not wrong. Ooh, firecracker chicken. I need to get some General Tso's chicken again. I haven't had that in a minute, but I do love some. It's kind of similar, I think. Mariners. Chris Bryant on the Cubbies. What a flashback. Robert Duggar. Domingo Libai. Max Fried. Derek Rodriguez. Miguel Sano. Salvi. Victor Cartini. Yamaguchi. What a sick name. Cal. Corey Dickerson. Pause. Yoni Chiniros. Inaugural season of the new stadium. That's kind of cool. I never know they did that. Struggling over here, chat. There we go. Chew. Adam. Kyle Garlick. Jake Cave. Manuel Margot. Tommy. Randy. Mitch Keller. Danny Mendick. Majai. David Robertson. Mike. Tim Lopes. TJ. Justice. Paul DeJong. D. Gordon. Brian Reynolds. Flip Scaroni. Kevin Kramer. Mike Miner. Second half, here we go. Freddie. Miguel. I got my head like fully tilted left right now. Jonathan. Erie. Ear higher? I'm not sure. Wade Miley. Contreras. Flip Scaroni. Elvis. Jake Oderez. Kevin Kiemeyer. Great name, by the way, Kiemeyer. Chatwood. Lance Lynn. Alex Cobb. Reds team card. San Francisco Giants 3 on the card. Revved up. Eaton Kendrick. Shift gears. That's a cool one. Hernandez. Jack Mayfield. Mark Melicon. Howie Kendrick. Rojas. Danny Jansen. Spencer Turnbull. Those are sick uniforms. I love that. I've not seen those before. Jose Ramirez. A lot skinnier here. Wow. 5 years. What it can do to you. Hayward. Dom Nunez. Nova. Ooh. Decade's best. Yankees. Brett Gardner. That's pretty. Jim Rice, 70s. Carlos Correa for the Stros. The Astros are having a great night. Shane Bieber. I like this design a lot. Ryan Sandberg. That's worth podium. Gaius. And a Joey Votto. Those are sick designs. I love that. Just very basic. Gray border. That's pretty cool. All right, let me throw these up and on the podium. RWD, thank you for that, man. That was a trip down memory lane that I didn't even have yet because I didn't rip in 2020. Overall, I think my favorite year was 2020. I like this design a lot, especially with the chrome on it. It's beautiful. 21 was my least favorite year of design, and 22 and 23 are pretty similar. That was super nice of you to do, RWD, and super fun. 200 extra cards for the break for everybody from RWD, man. That's absolutely... Dude, like, thank you. Cam, as you recap, Gold 24 Carol to Gordo, one of my first cards. I remember it. Yeah. Did you guys work out a deal? RWD, thank you, brother. That was Bob Ross, part 1 of 4. We'll have the next one coming up Sunday. I'm going to try and get a hockey break put together for next week as well. We'll have 3 breaks. We might not get them all filled. We'll see. If not, we just postpone it. But I'm pretty sure baseball will fill. Don't let B-Matt hear that. But yeah, we'll get some hockey going for the postseason. Probably do about 2 of those for the Stanley Cup. And we'll recap this off. A lot of cards up here on the podium tonight. An awesome way to end a great week, man. Yeah, me too, Lizzie to list it. Gordo actually likes him. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's the deal. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of Bob Ross. No autos yet. Hopefully we get them coming out soon. Sorry about the Mets cards in there. Oh, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that, man. I'm excited to continue doing some Bob Ross as we have returned from getting married. We'll have our next one next week. I'll throw some other products alongside it. I'll try and get the second part to be a little bit cheaper. I'll maybe not as many boxes and get a box that's got more volume. I'll see what I can do so we get it more accessible for everybody. At least have a shot at whatever team they might want for Bob Ross so they can swap teams or something like that. I mean, we're out of the screen on a Sunday, chat. Look at that. I owe BMAT my next baby. Next week will be Monday night, 7 p.m. Central. Unless something crazy happens, Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, I'll have them live. That's when they'll release and open up. Everything should be good. I've got shipping caught up right now. Enjoy the new cheaper bubble mailers that we had to do this week because of tariffs. Hopefully they protect your cards the same. Braves. Just kidding. Here we go. I got A. Noble Meyer, Mazataka, Matt Shaw, Sedane Silver, Lad McConkey, Xavier Worthy, Sweat, Bowers, Neighbors, Nori, Turner, Byron Murphy Pink, Pete, Schwarbs, CD, Great Expectations, beautiful. Drake May, Soderstrom, James Wood, Vinny Pascatino, Trey Benson Silver, Xavier Worthy Portals, Ware, Cam Smith, Ben Snow Red Wave. Love the team one right here. This was one of my favorite cards of the night. I don't know how much it's worth. I know they're a short print or an SSP, but just such a phenomenally designed. Would love to do a set for the Red Sox on that one day. McConkey. Beautiful Corbin Burns double patch auto for the Brew Crew. They were hot to start tonight. Merrill, Eldridge, PCA, Jonathan Brooks, PJ Morlando, Bryce Cunningham, Braylon Allen, Estime, Jatavion, James Wood, Yu Darvish, Jordan, Jake McCarthy, he was all over the start. Chase Young for the Saints auto out of 50. We have a Jamar Chase out of 299. CJ Stroud rookie. Adley Rutschman. Johnny Bench Red Wave. Mike Schmidt on these balls. Drake May. Worthy. McLaurin. Rashid. Hampton. Polk. Quinyon. Love the short print out of Optic. The football. Game day drip. Can't top. James Wood. Aaron Judge. I've got to piss like a racehorse. I'm sorry I'm going fast. Ryan Thompson. Corbin Carroll. Brendan Rice. T. Higgins rookie. Keon Coleman Green. Dylan Cease, Dylan Cruz, Jonathan Brooks, Blue Hyper, Hunter Brown, Marcelo Mayer Red Wave, Kilbrew Red Wave, Red, River Ryan, Ramadre Silver, Max Melton, JJ, Dejeen, Manny, Mike, Marvin, Sandberg, that was cool. Love the Cronenworth, Jarrett Kelnick, Perez, Will Benson Auto, Drake May, Die Cut Silver, Altuve to 25 on the yellow, Aikman, Cassis, Adley Joya Baseball, Ober, TJ, Patrick, Vargas, that was the one that was out of 99, Jackie, Lowe, Ohapi, Troy, Perez, Ayuk, Laboo, I don't know where this came from. That is normally a fat pack parallel. Grayson Rodriguez, Murray to 25 for the O's on the Mojo, Walderep, Ballesteros, May, Bowers, Brooks, Bell, Grant Taylor auto, Rome on the green, Jaquan Jackson, Dallas Turner, Joe Alt, Brooks Lee, Sanchez, Job, Dodgers, Ben Rice, Daniels, Vlad, Skeens, Amaya, Taj, Ray, McCallahan, Reynolds, Rattler, Tom, Carey, Ken Griffey, Troy, Brent Gardner, Alec Boehm, Gunnar Henderson, Brett, Michael Vick to 75, Baz, Twins, Corbin Carroll. This was, no, not the one. Cal Raleigh on the titanium white. Gorman, Worthy, Tyrone, Edgerin, Trey, Dice, Singer, Miggy, Wimmer, Ohapi, Star Clusters, Zach, Evan Carter. I'll get that one Corbin Carroll card pulled. I didn't see it. I might have went through it too quick. Chat, that is all we got for this week. I appreciate you guys joining us on our return week from the wedding, man. Appreciate you guys. We're back next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Be a light in a dark world. Make somebody smile. And I'll catch you guys in the Discord.